Dear team, we are building a system for conducting business continuity planning and disaster recovery. This is actually part of what is called ISO 22301 implementation. ISO 22301 is a advanced version of cybersecurity done under ISO 27000. The difference is um, the ISO 27000 is for day in, day out management of IT and security. Um, Now, when you manage security, many things may go wrong. There could be failures, there could be cyber attacks. These are normal situations, but sometimes there can be very extreme situations. There could be a flood like Bangalore floods which dislocating, okay, or there can be some terrorist attack or a fire accident. These are called extreme situations. So statistically we say these are high severity low frequency situations, okay. So certain companies like Amar Raja group of companies, Amaron Batteries, they want to take cybersecurity to the next level by implementing BCP-DR. Okay, so we are preparing a system to support BCP-DR. So I'm going to present three slides to you, explaining three different dimensions of the software. Okay. The first dimension is what I call entity layer. Okay, so in we have about 11 tables which I have defined in the for the software system. So the 11 tables are related to three layers. The first one is the entity layer. Okay, now the entity layer, uh, we are defining the entities. The first entity is the company or organization. Okay. Uh, the second entity is okay, an organization. Example, Christ Jayanti College is an organization. Uh, though it's a charitable organization, we can, for the moment, we call it a company. Okay. Now, Christ Jayanti is dealing with other external vendors. Maybe say FinPro. FinPro is a vendor. It's a supplier. So FinPro is also a company. Okay. Now, vendors, there could be different type of vendors like FinPro. So we will have we will categorize the vendors into different categories. Okay. So if you see the numbers there, uh, the number two is for company master. So in the company master, there will be an entry for Christu Jayanti. There will be an entry for FinPro. Okay. Then in the FinPro entry, there will be another code giving what is the category code of FinPro. So the category code will come from table number 7. And vendors will be defined under vendor master, which is file table number 6. Okay. Okay. So this is one part of the entity and the relationships. Okay. The second type of entity is department. Okay, now Christu Jayanti is one college which will have many departments. It will have accounts department, it will have IT department, it will be an MBA department. So there will be many departments. So one company will be broken down into multiple departments, and each department will definitely be located in one location. It's possible that one department can have more than one location also. So departments will be defined in department master, which is table number 4, and locations will be defined under table number 5, location master. Okay, so this is the uh, we have 5 tables which are related to entities. I told you that this is a system for BCPDR. Okay, so here we are focusing on IT assets. IT assets means it could be hardware, networking, storage, software, different kinds of assets. So in this slide, we are going to talk about the asset layer. Okay. So let me explain. Okay. You let me here. Let us start from the bottom. Okay. Bottom left hand side, bottom of the slide. So first there is an asset. Okay. Maybe asset is a one laptop. So there will be an asset master where each laptop, if there are 100 laptops, there will be 100 entities um, in the asset master, and each asset will have a unique asset ID. Okay. Then there could be 100 laptops, then 20 servers. Now, if you understand, these are coming in two categories. So they will be classified under the asset class under table number 8. Okay. So 100 laptops will have the asset class number 1 as an entry. Uh, the 20 servers will have asset category number 2 as a category. Okay. So table number 9 is for asset master. Table number 8 is for asset class. Okay. Second one is we assume there's a library. Okay. Now the library has got uh, 10 laptops. It has got two video screens. Maybe it's got LCD projector. It's got many assets. Okay. Now the all the assets under the library together we can say it is a library system. So table number 10 tells about systems. Okay. So a system will consist of many assets. So many assets may come from many asset categories. So how do you aggregate them under one system? That is defined under table number 10. Okay. Then there is another aspect. Every asset will have a geographical location. Okay. You can say that laptop is kept in the HOD's, I mean, in the office of the computer science HOD. So there is a physical location where that asset is sitting. That is mapped. So there is a location master under table number 5. So every asset has to be mapped to a particular location. Okay. And earlier slide I told you that every location will have a mapping to a department. Okay. See, it could be a many to many kind of thing. In same location, there can be multiple departments, and one department can be spread over multiple locations. Okay. So so we know that an asset is coming under a system. Okay. And another aspect is each asset is supplied by one vendor. Maybe you have 100 laptops, but 100 laptops were supplied by 3 different vendors. Okay. So there will be a mapping between the asset and who's the vendor who supplied it. So vendor will come under table number 6. So clear? So this is the asset asset to location mapping, asset to system mapping, and asset to vendor mapping. Okay. Now, though this is the asset layer, there's one more aspect I forgot to tell. Every asset needs to have a owner. So what happens if a laptop is lost? Who is accountable? The owner of that laptop is accountable. So if it falls down and breaks, the owner should be made responsible. Okay. So therefore, every asset will have a mapping to a owner. And who's the owner? Owner is an employee. So an asset may be assigned to a junior employee also. It may be assigned to a senior employee also. I'm just saying hypothetically, you are having a vacuum cleaner machine. So the vacuum cleaner machine will be assigned to a sweeper. Okay, the sweeper will be the owner of that asset. It cannot be the HOD of that department. Okay, so every asset needs to be assigned to one person. Okay. Now that person will come under a hierarchy. So I just got an example here. Okay. See, maybe the employee is say Arjun is an employee. He's recruited as an inspector. Okay. Now, and every employee will have a boss. So, assume Arjun is a sub inspector, and my boss Balakrishna is the inspector. I report to him. Okay, and there may be multiple inspectors, maybe Balakrishna, Shreyas, Shankar, there may be many of us. Okay, uh, now both the employee and the boss will come under a department, and the department will have one HOD. So, computer science department, Professor Kumar is the HOD. So, there is a mapping between, but the HOD is also an employee. Okay. So I hope you understand the logical. I mean, every employee is part of the hierarchy. The logical position in the company is defined through these hierarchies. Okay. So in this slide, I am trying to bring out there's a connection between the physical asset and the owner and the human hierarchy. Okay, fine. I will move to the next slide. So in this slide, we are going to talk about four tables which are related to the people layer. Okay. So when an employee is recruited, we make an entry into the employee master. So when you recruit any employee, there are some attributes you need to assign in the beginning. Okay. First one is what is the designation of the employee? Okay. So the designation is designation master is table number 3, and in the employee master we need to pick the right code from the designation master and enter it into the employee master. Um, so if Krishna Prasad is recruited as a software programmer, then there will be an entry for Krishna Prasad in the employee master with software programmer will be the code from the designation master. Second one is when you recruit any person, you will immediately assign him to a particular department. Okay. So then, if you're assigning him to the library department, then you pick up the library department code from the department master, which is table number 4, and put it in the employee master. Okay. And um in the chart in the what do you say? In the chart we are seeing the employee who's in the middle is linked to an employee at the top, which is the HOD. Okay. I told you earlier, a HOD is also an employee. Okay. So, example, if Krishna Prasad is employee number 340 and he is going to report to the HOD, okay, Professor Kumar. Professor Kumar joined, he's a senior person. His employee code may be number 24. Okay, so there will be a mapping between the employee and his boss. Okay, both are entries that will be in the employee master only. Okay, okay. So first, employee has got a designation, an employee has got a department, and the third one is an employee will be posted to a particular location. Okay. So in a bank, when you recruit somebody, as an officer, you may post him into the Kerpuram branch, or you may post him into the Tirupati branch. That will be the location code. So clear? These are the people related aspects in the tables. Team, now I explained to you the layers, okay, and the purpose. Now we need to start building the software. So tables have been defined. Now from these slides, and next 7 slides, I'm going to explain what is the functionality and the user interface that you need to build. Okay. So follow the same sequence. Okay, in the slide I got on the right hand side letter A. So Next is B. So follow the same sequence. Start building user interfaces. These user interfaces first are very simple. You need to create a UI to enter data into that master. Okay. Now, when you're creating the user interface, ensure that all the user interface forms are as per a standard theme, look and feel. Okay, so discuss amongst yourself and do it appropriately. Make it elegant. Okay. And when you're doing it, the whatever uh, basic validations, okay, that may be required, build it into that. Okay. And if you have any doubt, uh, for refer to the table number and put a separate message to me about what is the doubt you have for that. So uh, I expect there will be one user interface for each master. Okay. Example, to create location master, you need one UI where I can come and enter the data for a new location master and then say submit. Okay. So we need one UI for location master, city master, state master, department master. Okay, that is for this slide. I suggest that one of you can act as a team leader, and then you build one UI as a sample. The theme, look and feel, the template. Cross check with me. If I have any suggestions or improvements, I will tell you. And then circulate the same UI template to all the other people who will be building UIs. Now, assign the work amongst you so that the work can go in parallel between multiple people. Okay. Now, in this slide number B, we are going to talk about building a company master. Okay. Now, here, if you see company master, it may refer to city code where you'll pull so the user will enter city code, or he will pull it from drag and drop. That you can design, or independently ask me what is the suggestion for that. Okay. And so many of the UIs are pretty much, dumb data entry, where you might have to sometimes take a primary key and pull the data from another master. Okay. In slide number C, we are talking about building a department master, a vendor category master, and a vendor master. And in the vendor master, there will be mapping of the item number 3, no, category code. My mistake, it should be actually called vendor category code. Okay, so that category code will map to the vendor category master. Slide number D is straightforward. It's creating a asset category master. Okay, asset class master. Okay. Uh, Example, network devices are one category, storage is another category, like that. Okay, it's a very simple, straightforward master. Now, asset master. In the asset master, we'll be entering every new asset. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, the asset will be mapped to a asset class code. Okay. Whether is it a laptop or a network. So that will come under asset class code. I told you earlier that every asset will be supplied by one vendor. The mapping between the asset and who supplied it will be there. And then the asset will be located in a particular location. So that will be mapped to a location code which will be pulled from the which we can cross reference from the location master. Similarly, the department asset owner. I told that every asset will be one person will be responsible. So who will be that owner of that asset? His employee code will be entered and it will be cross-referenced from the employee master. And when you're buying an asset, okay, you will have an invoice, you'll have a bill, okay. That bill number also will be entered, and the value of the asset. So when you buy the laptop, whatever the invoice value, exact amount, 43,751, that will be mentioned here. Okay. So that is the asset master. Here we will be creating an entry in the system master. Uh, Again, no, each new system will be given a new code, a name of the system, and there will be a owner for the system. Again, it will be the employee code of the person, the HOD, to whom cross reference will come from the employee master. Next four data elements, criticality, uh, then MTD, RPO, RTO. Don't worry about them. Treat them as just dumb data entry right now. Leave it at that. I'll explain later. And this is the last slide. This is an important master, which is the employee master. So here you see there is a each employee. The employee in the employee master, there will be entry to people who are working in the company. Say Kristu Jayanti, there are people. There will be HODs, there will be lecturers. Everyone will. There will be one entry for each person here. But sometimes, in a company, there may be another five employees who are coming on contract daily. Okay. Assume in Kristu Jayanti, five people from FinPro come daily. Okay. So their names will also be entered into the employee master, but the company code will be different. The Kristu Jayanti employees will have Kristu Jayanti company code. The FinPro employees will have FinPro company code. Okay. So that's the difference. So rest of the things are pretty straightforward. Uh, Down below, you can delete the city name. Instead, we will be capturing the city code. So the moment you enter city code, or you pull it from a drag and drop, you can map to the state. So state is not required. PIN code is required. See, because city code for Bangalore will be the same, say 005. But all of us may be staying in different PIN codes. Okay. So one city may have multiple PIN codes. So therefore, PIN code will be a separate entity. And for each employee, we will be capturing their primary phone number, 1 and 2, primary, secondary email ID, emergency contact name, and the phone number of the emergency contact. Okay. So this is the employee master. This is also pretty straightforward. Okay. So if you really review my presentation, the background, play it once or twice and understand it, it will be very easy. A team of you can start building the user interfaces straight away. Once you decide amongst yourself, document the mapping to me. Who is working on which UID, so that I can also keep track of it. Okay, get started, and let's do this as quickly as possible, because we have to move to the next stage. After you do this, I'll explain the next stage. Okay, thank you.